Your life elevated!
Hi, I'm Bethany. I'm from Colorado.
I'm MJ. I'm from San Diego.
I'm Emily. I'm also from San Diego.
I'm Kenzie. I'm from Colorado.
And I'm Caroline. I'm also from Colorado.
And I'm Malia. I'm also from San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to talk.
So awkward.
So how did you end up at Elevate?
This one.
Yeah, I went to a church called Journey in Colorado, and I led worship there with Pablo's brother, Gus. And so when I told Gus that I was moving to Hawaii, he told me about his brother and how he was also moving, and Zach and Danessa and the connections that were out here. And so the first Sunday that I moved to Hawaii, I texted them and I was like, hey, can I come try out your church? And then from then I just knew it's where I wanted to go to church. I did like go to a few other churches a few weeks, and it just never really felt like home or like where I wanted to be growing, and so I just continued to come.
Like they took us to church a couple times just to like check out a bunch of different ones, and then Bethany suggested Elevate, and so like that's about the first time that we all came. And then since that first time I was like, well, I don't need to go anywhere else.
Yeah, so awesome. For me, I was taking a religion class at school, and like part of the classes you have to go visit like 5 different places of worship, and so I was like, I'm in church with you for my project. So I did.
I just like, I had gone to church a few times like back at home. Like I didn't go regularly, but I kind of wanted to. I just didn't really have a place. And Bethany asked all the time, and he's always very inviting. And yeah, I ended up going, and then I actually ended up bringing Natalie, and I'm really glad that I introduced that to her because she really enjoys it too.
Yeah, for me, a lot of the semester has just been about like exploring and kind of dipping my toe into different ideas, and like coming to church it's all new to me, so it's a lot of just kind of listening and seeing what things are about and having more of like an open heart.
Like Christianity isn't everything that I thought it was. Like at first, like it's so much more, and I don't know, it's like a real like family type of feeling, and like welcoming and just like so loving. Like up until this year, like I probably would have told you that God doesn't exist. And I don't know, it's just been like super different. Like I feel like I see signs everywhere and I'm like, oh my God, God is so real. Like how did I not see this before? And it like has really helped me like direct me on like a purpose in life.
I think like one thing that's been like crazy, just like with all these things with changing stuff, is just like having trust in like the Lord, like He has this, and especially just like coming to Elevate, like just like knowing that like God had so many wonderful plans for us out here, and I think like Elevate being one of those, and just getting like there, and not only just like they totally just like accepted us and like just brought us like, and they just like loved us with all we got, and it's just like I've never been to a church that's like full on is just like, hey, like we love you and like we're here for you, and I just think like how scary that was, and like just like learning that like you deserve to be loved like this, and I think that's been like so sweet.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with the whole like adapting. I feel like everyone can, like when they're a freshman in college, like leaving the place that you love and coming, but like definitely helps you grow as a person. And I think like joining Elevate has definitely helped me grow more too. I'm sorry.
I didn't open my mouth that time.
Hot dogs. Chicken and
What? It's nice to know that like no matter how you're feeling like throughout the day, like you might have a moment where you feel like kind of alone, or a moment where you feel like sad or angry or whatever, but like no matter what, God is there and He's always there. And like that's really comforting, knowing that like He's always there, always for you, always on your team. For me, heart and home go hand in hand, especially coming out here. I absolutely hated Hawaii for a semester. Like I was like, I'm going home, like done. But And coming back, I've really just like, I've learned so much because like my heart changed, like it was a complete flip. I fell in love with it, but I also realized because home is like not like a place, it's a people, and just like really surrounding myself with like people who just poured into me and loved me, and now I'm just like starting to see all the fruit of like what he's doing in my life, and I just think like that's just been like so cool. So just like trust and patience, and like it's like God knows what he's doing. Like he knows what's up.
Because I feel like ever since I've been here, God's just been like changing my heart to like look at the world how he does. Like he's putting desires in my heart that I haven't had before. And I feel like I like look at people at school and like I look at people that are like going out and partying, and it literally breaks my heart now. Like that didn't happen before, and now it's like, whoa, like God's just changing how I look at people.
This year I realized like God has really given me a heart for evangelism, and I've always kind of just let that slide, because in my mind like the idea of evangelism is like a loud guy yelling at me like turn or burn. But I've totally seen it work out, and I've been able to like understand what that looks like through Elevate and Zach and Vanessa, and then also the ministry that I do on campus. And I think like he's put it in my heart to just be obedient to what he's calling me to do, and I see it all the time. Like as I go out on campus, he'll just like place these specific like people or just like moments in my life, and it's up to me whether or not I want to like obey what he's asking me to do and like approach them and talk to them and love them and get to know them. This year especially, I've just been really focusing on praying and like praying intentionally about things, and I've seen the results, and this is a result. Like when I first came to Elevate, it was obvious that like there was really no one who was my age, like my college age. I mean, a few people, but no one who was like really close to you, and I really desired like a community of girls specifically like my age that I could come to church with, like worship with every Sunday, and then just do life with at school. And so I was like praying constantly for that. And then this semester I've totally just seen like God answer those prayers like with my closest friends. And then yeah, and I've even seen my friends like invite their friends and their sister, and I think it's really sweet to watch God just answer those prayers. And that's just one example, but I've seen it in so many different ways. So.
Your life elevated.